So on a video a couple of weeks ago, I shared with you the first stage in this journey of living lighter. So I think the last video I shared with you the 4 methodologies of the lighter journey, which is individual, you're an individual; intuitive, you begin to listen to your body; intentional, you create an intention about what you want to do, you're choosing foods based on an intention; and finally, informed, how food makes you feel. And that particular model actually works for every aspect of your life. It doesn't just have to be about food, it can also be about success and also about money. So you can actually place that model that I talk about right over the top of everything else you want to achieve. And in the book Lighter, I share how you do that. But what I wanted to carry on with was about, when you first begin this journey, it's like it's a heavy feeling. We're looking at the emotion and the beliefs that are weighing heavily on you, that are stopping you moving through the process to feel lighter in life. And those emotions are things like anger and frustration and overwhelm and grief and sabotage, the imposter syndrome, those feelings that kind of weigh heavy on you. They've got these feelings in them that just feel heavy. That's why I call it the heavy stage. And the whole process of moving to the journey of lighter is to help unleash and let go of those heavy emotions that actually impact on you and can kind of impact on your body. And that's the weight outcome. The next stage you move through is what I call the bumpy stage. Now, the bumpy stage is where I'll use this analogy. If you've ever been traveling along a highway or a made road, and it's kind of smooth, and then you hit a dirt road, and it's, maybe there's been a flood through there and it's really bumpy and you're bumping in and out. It's really uncomfortable. 1 minute you're going to be feeling like everything's smooth sailing, and then bam, you hit a bump and you get kind of tousled around in the car. That's what this first part of this journey feels like. It's like you get excited about it because it actually reaches, and probably in many cases, I know for me anyway, called to my heart. And so I knew that this was the way that I wanted to go, but I had no grasp of it yet. So it felt really bumpy. Now, this part of it is actually where the individual and the intention meet. So you're unleashing or untethering the process of trusting in everybody else's views, this cookie cutter model or whatever it is, recognizing that you are an individual and that is your superpower. And you've created the intention that this is where you want to go, this is where I want to head. But at this point, there's no true north, there's no direction for you to travel on at this point. So you can have these moments where it's coming together and you feel kind of high, and then bam, you hit a pothole and you sink to the bottom and it feels uncomfortable. Now, as the process moves through, what we're aiming to do is that those highs don't get as high because you kind of move into them and you're always feeling like that, so it's not that adrenaline high. But as you hit the kind of bottom, it smooths out as you walk through the journey. So the bottom, the lows don't get as low and they get fewer and farther between. You don't stay in them as long and you can come out of them easily. That's that process. And that's where you really do need somebody to help guide you, because it's at that point when you've been in it maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, that's when you want to give up. I've seen it over and over again. That's where people want to give up. It's like at that point, you just have to trust in yourself. You just have to trust in the process, because you're not seeing any changes yet. It still feels heavy and it's bumpy, and you have these moments of aha followed by something goes terribly wrong, and it feels like you can't get out of it. It's right in that process. So on the quadrant that I use, it's actually on this left side, and if you've studied anything about Stephen Covey, you'll see that quadrant stuff is really important. And as you move through the quadrants, you're actually continually moving to a lighter outcome. So that's where you really do need someone to help you. So if you've decided, okay, this is actually speaking to my heart. I'm over this. I'm over this living life with overwhelm and stress, and nothing fits me. And am I going to go do this all again? I don't want to do that. I don't want to go on a diet. I don't want to live like this anymore. Why don't you give me a call? There's a link below in the comments or in my bio where you can have a chat with me. Let me help you see if this is right for you, because it's not right for everybody. That's something that I've learned on this journey. It's not right for everybody, because the process is about every other aspect of your life other than food or exercise. That's just like 10% of it. So, if you're not ready to do it, if you're not ready to finally kind of let go of all those limiting emotions, then that's fine too. If you really feel like, I'm not going there, that's fine too. But if you are ready and you're thinking to yourself, maybe this is what I need, there's a link below. Give me a call. Let's have a chat and let's see if it's right for you. Let me see if I can help you.